Welcome to Rebuilding Masculinity. It is your host, Prince, and today we are going to talk about standards. We are in the year 2026 right now, and you have a lot of people that say set standards and they live by certain standards, and most of the time, people are not even up to the standard that they are looking towards getting. When people have unrealistic standards, for instance, if you are out of shape, why would you suspect to get with somebody that's in shape? If you are a bum, how would you expect to get with somebody that's not a bum? People will say, well, let's talk about it in this way. I've seen you have guys and you have women that have unrealistic standards. It's not a specific gender. I will say that you typically hear a lot of women vocally go on social media and talk about their unrealistic standards. And then when you look at them or look at how they're living, you're like, well, damn, how'd you come up with that standard? Have you looked at yourself yet? And a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people, which nowadays people make it they almost make it like it's a good thing to be on some type of substance. And it's kind of crazy when you work in certain service-based businesses, you start to find out that a lot of people are A, struggling, and B, on some type of substance. So sometimes when you hear these people saying these standards and you're like, man, what's wrong with this person? A lot of times that's what's wrong with the person. The person is on something. And that's just being honest, not something that a lot of people, some people have drinking problems, some people are on various different drugs, or people are just doing things that are not great for, not good for the body, not good for the mind, not good for the soul. And people will start literally talking as if they're living in another world that is not even a realistic world. It will seem like they're not even living in reality, because I've seen people literally, you will have people nowadays, and you got people that are actually crazy enough to listen to people like this, but you have people that will literally listen to someone falsely tell you how to get money. Meanwhile, they can't even get to where they want to be financially, but they're trying to give somebody else financial advice. They will try to give you or tell you about relationships, and meanwhile, they can't even keep a successful relationship. They will try to tell you about marriage. Meanwhile, they can't keep a good marriage, because everything in this world is a give or take. Everything in this world is, there's standards in this world that are set. Even when you work at a job, there's certain standards that they expect for you to live up to. And guess what? If you don't live up to that standard, there's a high possibility that they're going to replace you with someone else. That is how it works. And there's a minimal standard. When you go to a job, there is a minimal standard that they are potentially looking for. No matter what type of job you work, there is a standard that they set when you go into that job. And there's like minimal standard. And a lot of times when people are able to go above and beyond, and they're able to go past that minimal standard, and they're able to consistently exceed that minimal standard, they end up reaping the benefits. And for the people that just want to just hit that minimal standard, well, you get the minimal results. And then a lot of times you'll hear those people complain, oh man, they'll say, oh, they don't make enough money. They don't live in the neighborhood they want to live in. Their car is messed up and they can't afford to fix it. They're not with the type of woman they want to be with. They have all types of complaints. But meanwhile, they are choosing by choice to perform the way they are, which is rendering a result. So a lot of times when you hear people set a standard that is not realistic to themselves, it really poses a lot of questions as to, is this person on something? Does this person have a potential mental issue? Or what exactly is going on with this person? Why does this person have this unrealistic standard? So I want a lot of you, to everybody that comes across this video, because I do it myself, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to know where you are in life. And I want you to be able to always increase your standards, increase better in life, but always realistically know where you are. Because a lot of times people are asking for stuff that they don't even deserve. They are setting standards that they are not even worthy of having. And that's why you have so many problems at jobs. That's why you have so many problems in relationships because people are delusional and they talk as if they are somebody that they are not. They talk as if they have a position in life that they really don't have. And like I said, I see it from both genders, even though on social media, I mainly see it from women demanding stuff as far as relationships. And then from men, I see a lot of men trying to project something that they are not. Instead of just being yourself, why would you want to keep living a lie? Why don't you do the work and then set that high standard? Because even if a woman, if she was getting a certain type of guy, and every time she went to try to find a better partner, and she kept getting the same type of partner or something similar, then that's where you are in life. That's probably where you are in life. You're 300 pounds, but you want a guy that is maybe 6 foot, 180 pounds, 190 pounds in good shape? Why would you expect that? You want a guy to make six figures, or if you're a guy, you want a gal that's in really good shape, but you're in bad shape? Or you're a guy and you got just enough to, let's say, buy a Mercedes, but you can't buy the one that you really want? How about be patient? How about put in the work? And then you can demand that standard. Then you can set that standard. But there are too many people in society that are delusional or just on drugs. As I was saying before, they're just on drugs or something's wrong with them mentally. Usually, if I'm talking with someone and something seems like something is wrong with that person upstairs, I will sometimes most likely just cut the conversation. Yeah, something's wrong with this person. Elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top floor, and I'm done with the conversation. Why waste my time? But people need to start bringing it up, bringing themselves back to reality. Because I'm going to tell you guys and girls this. Things are going to get tougher in society. A lot of jobs are going to be lost. And those that don't pivot, you can have all these unrealistic standards all you want. But reality is going to give you the real results that you deserve. And you can get upset all you want. It's not going to change anything. That's the thing about life. People, you can get upset all day, but you're either going to put in the work or you're not. You're going to either put in the work or you're not. Everybody's not a boss. Even though they might think they are, everybody's not a boss. I don't know why people go on social media and they sell those wolf tickets to people. Everybody is not a boss, and everybody was not made to be one. Some people were just made to be average people, and that's where you're going to stay at. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. Thanks for watching. This is Rebuilding Masculinity. It's your host, Prince. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video. Thanks for watching.